This individual makes more money than a traditional B2B CMO, and you can too. I'm about to break down, and you can actually follow this person along on LinkedIn. She is one of the most amazing multi-time CMO, has just become fractional over a year, and she said this to me in a LinkedIn message. I'm reading it to you right now. You can see it on the screen, and you can again follow this person along because this person is literally on LinkedIn. You can see her. She said, "Thank you so much for the shout out." I did a shout out for her as we help a lot of fractionals become a certified partners who could actually build a business around their brand. And she said, "Look, I will make more money this year, my full year of fractional and advisory work, than I did as a CMO. And I have more time to think, strategize, and have a life." I'm reading that verbatim to you because you can again follow this person around. Her name is Sarah Ellen Short. She is phenomenal at it. And I'm going to introduce a system called as the brand demand and delivery system that she used to build that process. In all transparency, I've built a couple of companies over 100 million. You can check that out on LinkedIn. Written a few books. The last one became a Wall Street Journal bestseller, and I have over 70,000 students who have gone through how to help with go-to-market. So needless to say, I say all that because I think I've done this and I love helping others figuring out how they can change it. But these are real stories. These are not made up AI projects that you see on LinkedIn. These are people who have been in B2B, who have 10, 15, 20 years of executive role, and now they're building their own book of business. So first and foremost, how is it possible that you as a fractional could make more than a CMO? And how much does a CMO make to begin with? Well, if you have been in this role or have seen anything like that, a CMO typically makes anywhere between 250, 300K plus bonus, plus equity, and all the pluses that you may have team, tech, and all those things. But that's typically about 300K on an average is what you might be taking on. Sarah clearly on LinkedIn clearly stated that she makes more than that, at least in literally half the year, that she'll be making more than that in half the year, and she has way more time than she had before. Well, how's that possible? Now, here's why. It's a basic math, and I want to show you on screen. If you have, let's say, 5 clients who pay you about 10K a month, that's about 50K a month. Like that's literally, think about that. And 50K times 12, you do the math, that is a game changer. Now flip it and say, you know what, maybe you can get 5, maybe you get 5 clients, but they only pay 5K. So that's 25K a month. And again, you multiply that by 12 and boom, you are in a different world. You actually can make more money than a traditional CMO. But I just don't want to just make up stuff like in your mind, like, well, how's that possible? I'll show you exactly how Sarah did it because she shared it with me. And you can again follow up, reach out to her, and she can help you just understand that how real that is. So here's the system. It's called the brand demand and delivery system. As part of the brand system, here's what Sarah's done. If you go to her LinkedIn, you can literally see at the very top, she has a banner that clearly says she's a GTMO certified partner. What she does is also on the marketplace. If you go to the marketplace, you will see that she is listed out very clearly who she does advisory, she does fractional CMO work, and she is an amazing executive coach. It also shows, so because she's on the marketplace where it's clearly what she does, and if you go to her LinkedIn, you can clearly see she's the GTMO certified partner, but also look at the featured section. Let's zoom into that. The featured section literally has 3 offers. What is work doula? And that's a really interesting thing because that's her thing, what she does. And this is where she blends the executive coaching with go-to-market strategy. That's kind of her personal take on it. Makes her stand out, doesn't it? And then she's a go-to-market advisor where she is mapping and helping, trying to put the puzzle pieces together. And then she can work as a fractional CMO. But she's very specific about the kind of work she does. Note, most people, if you go and look at your feature section, it's probably going to be all over the place. At least mine was years ago. And I have now, if you go to my feature section on LinkedIn, you will see that it's very, very clear exactly how people can work with you. This is the number one tip you can choose to take or leave it from here is this. Your LinkedIn profile is your resume. You shouldn't need more people looking for your profile and then not sure how to work with you. That's one of the dumbest things we have all done, and you need to fix that. Like today, when you're working for a company, that's okay. But when you're working for yourself, you're a business owner, and you have to have the mindset to make sure when somebody comes to your profile, most likely they want to work with you or they want to figure out what are you all about, not either to sell you something or to buy from you something. So you've got to be very, very specific. So that's that. So on a brand system, as you can see, she has a marketplace, she has a featured section, and she also has, if you look at it under her profile, is something called as workshops. That's what we talk about and what gets into the demand section. So now in the demand section, you can see if you click on those workshops, you can see she has all these workshops, and she's consistently on a Friday, she does an open hour for anybody who wants to get coaching. And you can see a LinkedIn post. I'll show you the LinkedIn post that she just wrote, which is again maps directly to the brand. If you remember the feature section, she loves coaching, right? So now as a result, when she figured out this is what she wants to focus on, she's now writing posts about coaching. Look at the engagement she has on it and look at how many people are focused on it. The reason is getting such an incredible engagement is because she's able to talk to her ICP. If you have that clear, you're going to get a very good engagement in your section. You don't even need as much engagement she's getting. She's getting that much, and she's been successful because she is all about it for a good period of 1 year. So it takes a little bit of time to get there, but she did, and she has been a CMO for multiple different companies before. So she has been in an executive role, and this was unnerving to her to begin with. But look at that. She's actually putting this together. She has a brand system, which is all about her website. She has a demand system, which is all about the workshops that she's doing and what kind of things that she's posting on LinkedIn. And here are the results. I'm going to show you a Slack message that she sent to the group that is phenomenal. So this is the exact Slack message she posted. She said, I'm following the process. And this is, I did another video with Shelly, who's also a GTMO certified process. And this is the process. It's all about following a brand demand process. And she literally said, hey, I'm following the method in the process where it is, and I sold 35K total for October to December. So for 3 months, so that's more than 10K, right? Going back to the math, if you do stuff like this every 3-4 months, you would be making more money than a CMO or a CRO in most cases. And if things go well, they said they will do a 20K per month retainer for 2026. Guess what? If this one deal stays on, she's set. She just needs maybe one more deal, and that's how she would make all the money she wants to make and have time to her point to think and strategize and have a life. All right. And who are these people? Oh, how did she get it? Oh, she's a Series A tech CEO because that's her ICP. Remember from the feature section? She reached out to me after a LinkedIn post. She was already in my network. Going back, your first 5 clients are from your network, which is why announcing that you're a GTMO certified partner is so important for these people, because that's the only way LinkedIn notifies, and it will ask you, do you want us to tell all of your connections that you have started this new thing? Yes. And when it does, all of them now start congratulating you, and then your network finds out. But you only do that when your ICP is clear, like Sarah did in this case. So she did that. The CEO reached out, and then they had a 30-minute discovery call. And then she said, I sent her the assessment, which is going back to the white label assessment from the website, and had herself for the sales leader. So they both took it. Then she sent the move book, which is literally the process of brand demand. And I'm going to show you a 1 slide of brand demand delivery system that is going to simplify what is going on over here. And then she said because she took, now look at the effort here. She said they're an hour away. So she just went and met with them, and they pitched them, and they used the whole GTM OS. Here's the OS. Here are the pillars, and she just showed it. That's our framework of selling it. And the kickoff is October 1st, and this will be amazing. And she literally said this, check this out. Being a certified go-to-market partner absolutely helped me close in 2 meetings. Okay, did you read that? 2 meetings? 2 meetings for 35K? 2 meetings? Increase the size of the deal. This is amazing. Gave her confidence that I know that what I'm doing, and gives me a clear framework of executing the work in a way that has worked for hundreds of other companies. And then the whole community is obviously celebrating. I'm sharing this with her permission is because this is the kind of stuff that is so hard in many people's mind, is because they think they have to send 10,000 messages, they have to use AI bots, and they have to have AI solution, they have to do videos. Just go and follow Sarah. She doesn't have thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, but her message is clear, her ICP is clear, her positioning is clear, her brand and demand system are talking to each other, which allows you to create great brand and demand as it comes through. And then ultimately it comes down to the delivery system of it. So let me show you how the brand demand delivery system works. We call it the fractional operating system. It's literally a turnkey thing that we help a lot of folks do that. And if you use it, you're going to change the way your business works. Number 1, I just showed you how you can be certified, and look at all the incredible people who are certified. When they're certified, we share it with our PE firms or job placement folks, and it really puts you in the marketplace. We help you with your LinkedIn profile to make sure it's targeted, just like you saw Sarah. And there's lots of folks who are doing this really, really well on our group. So you can use examples of that. And through all of the other process, we literally help you launch into what we call a 10-week challenge. That is to help you get 3 meetings a week. You do that. The process is very clear. You just saw the results from Sarah. And then the demand system includes the move, book, and assessment. She literally said that's what she did. The funnel, which gets them into the process, and the workshop, that literally is what. And she did that in 2 meetings. Imagine if you could sell, let's say it takes 5 meetings for you. It's still a very high margin business. And then the delivery system is literally all about high margin products. So you can do a workshop, which is for 5K, which is called the go-to-market planning once a quarter. So that's about 20K. Or GTM OS pillars, which is very similar to what Sarah is doing. That could be 35K for 3 months. Or a projects, which is what Sarah is going to get signed up for potentially starting January, assuming she does really, really well and the business is doing well and all the other materials. But there is an intent to do even more than the 35K, which she sold for 3 months with 2 meetings. Now with 3 months for 2 meetings, if we can sell a 35K deal, not every time it's going to happen, but that can change pretty much your life, wouldn't it? Going back to what Sarah said, I just wanted my life back. She's been a CMO. So if you're an executive with 10, 15, 20 years of experience and you're like, I'm tired, I got too many meetings going on, I don't know if I'll have the job. This is possible because if you have 3 to 5 clients who pay you 10K a month, you're literally going to make more money than any other executive right now with less work, less stress, and getting your life back. So if you want more information on how Sarah did it, I literally have a full recording of her going through the process. So just comment below or there's a link below that you can just go and sign up and you can watch Sarah share her process with everyone. And hopefully it will be a blessing to you. And if we can help you get listed on the marketplace, get your LinkedIn profile right, help you with the brand demand and delivery system, it literally can change the way you go to market, and maybe, and just maybe, you'll get your life back. See you on the next video.